So, pain, I don't really get fibromyalgia pain. I get pain because of muscular structural problems. Um, so at the moment, I've got pain between my shoulder blades. Actually, that's a point. I should be sitting correctly. um, so I would say that the pain's around about. Okay, so 10 is no pain, and 0 is extreme severe pain. So I would say that my pain's mild, around sort of 6, 7. Could do with some weed to help relax those muscles, but not a problem. I'm not even putting a rub on. I'm not taking cocodamol. I'm not taking paracetamol. So fatigue. Again, that's a bit of a non-issue, but today I would say it's about a 6 to a 5. It's, I didn't get hardly any sleep last night, but physical fatigue is not there. That is eyesore fatigue. Plus, I've just had a shower, so I'm a bit, the hard water makes my eyes dry. Just have a bit of a drink. Oh, it's a bit hot. Physical fatigue's not really there. I'm just still deconditioned. I'm experiencing teeny tiny bits of brain fatigue, but that's because, again, I've not been using my brain since I split up with Eric 2 years ago. So, for me, I've only just started doing Duolingo in the last 2 weeks. So it's still a bit new for my brain, plus the lack of sleep. So fatigue today is about, like I said, a 6 or a 5, but normally the mental fatigue really isn't there. I would say at its worst, it's an 8, usually. Tiredness and sleep problems, again, usually not an issue. It's just that I have a tendency to distract myself, to get hooked on YouTube, to wind myself up, and procrastinate going to bed. Getting to sleep is actually quite easy. Post-exertional malaise, at its worst, it only takes 3 days to recover now. I haven't been doing anything because of the COVID lockdown to actually cause any post-exertional malaise. Gut disturbance and symptoms, a slight tendency to constipation, but that's only because my diet is not optimal at the moment. Nausea, no. Eye and light sensitivity, only when I'm tired because, as already said. Sound sensitivity, again, that's a tiredness thing. Although, back along, when I was grinding my teeth and I was like doing this all again, I was getting a lot of, I had sharp neuralgia pain in the last, about 2 weeks ago. But all I had to do was just be aware that I was doing it to myself because of the way that I was holding my head. And the grinding has reduced dramatically. I've got myself some mouth guards for at night. I sometimes use them during the day when I feel a bit like, So yeah, sound sensitivity is no longer an issue. And I can remember a time when I used to cry because I heard birds singing, and that was too much. So that's kind of, sound sensitivity used to be 0, and now it's most of the time a 10. And honestly, that was the first time that I had that neuralgia, sharp migraine, audio pain, in about a year and a half. And that was because I was losing touch with how I was carrying myself. Because I quit the weed, and unfortunately I learned all the posture stuff whilst I was in the state of being stoned. Now I've quit the weed, and I'm trying to reteach myself everything whilst I'm sober, so it's a state change. So it's almost like I'm having to relearn everything all over again. Touch is a non-issue. Sensitivity to taste or something is a non-issue. Chemicals and whatnot, I'm able to use normal shampoo again. I'm able to use normal clothing detergents, and to be honest, that's all I really want to do, because everything else is quite toxic, and what's the point in just doing that to yourself? Sensitivity to temperature, yeah, I still a little bit sensitive to temperature changes, especially at night. The last couple of nights it's been a little bit hotter because it's been muggy and lots of cloud cover, and it's been raining at night, so it's kind of warmer than usual. And because my bed is elevated, about the height of the top of the mirror there, heat rises, so sometimes it's a little bit too hot for me at night, and I can get irritable when I'm too hot. But talking about that, I have improved ever since I've been doing the Wim Hof cold shower thing. I don't really tend to do his meditative breathing. Oh shit, I forgot to do the box breathing today after my yoga, but I was a bit excited to do this. I wanted to crack on, have my shower and everything. But, you know, not the end of the world. I did my normal 20 minutes, and I will do a proper hypnosis later, and I will still do my sleep one. And I can always fit in extra. Depression hasn't been there for at least 2 weeks now. I will write all this out because it's going to be hard to remember it on video. This is just a catch-up thing, really. Lymph nodes fine. Sore throat. Well, I'm only getting a little bit, she says, strangling herself, because I'm changing how I'm using the muscles in my neck still. Heart palpitations, yeah, I have had them, but not for 2 months. Dizziness, only if I'm stupid about my salt intake. No other symptoms of note. Activity-wise, showering's piece of piss, dressing's piece of piss. Walking for 30 minutes. I was walking for 2 hours back in May. You know, pretty much every second day, so not a problem. Cleaning the house for 30 minutes. I did an hour yesterday. I did 2 hours the day before, and I feel fine today. Playing with children, I don't engage with children, don't have any interaction with them. Engaging 1 hour of mental activity work. I can watch YouTube videos all day long now. I can stay engaged with ANSrewire videos, but I have to keep pausing them to write things down. I can do 5 runs of Duolingo without too much difficulty, but that's about where I've got to stop. I do still struggle with paying attention and focus, but that will get better as the meditation increases, you know, the compounding effect of it. Doing the shopping, I'm just doing the same old, where I just walk down to the shop and carry it home on my back. I'm no longer needing to have breaks. I'm now able to take the longer route of going through the park. Partly because I'm avoiding people, but hey ho. Social events isn't really happening. But back in September, I did stay at Grant's overnight and did the pub and everything. And the only reason why I had issues was because of the structural stuff. Part-time work, I was doing 6 to 10 hours last winter. That was between my first round and my second round, when I had a huge long gap from ANSrewire, because I was trying to pretend that I wasn't ill, basically. So yeah, that's it. So yeah.